Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a very exciting first video here for Prehistoric Kingdom. Yes, the day is finally here where we get to get our hands on the Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha there. And yeah, it has been a ton of fun to get our hands on so far there. It's just been kind of mind-blowing the amount of stuff that we've done within a day there basically. So yeah, overall just been really fun to get our hands on it, kind of get into the tools there, kind of get using everything, get used to the kind of similar but kind of different tool sets that we have to play with there and everything. But yeah, it has been just kind of a big breath of fresh air, at least for me, and I know a few others there, as far as building goes, just again because of the tool sets that we have in this awesome builder of a game here. So yeah, overall, if you don't know about Prehistoric Kingdom, this is a dinosaur management builder type game. I guess, if we're going to compare it, sure, a little bit compared to Jurassic World Evolution and Jurassic Park Operation Genesis from back in the day. But yeah, it has a big emphasis on building there. As you can see, as we're kind of flying through here, building a little mountain here, there's just a bunch of things there that you have at your disposal for the builder, and that's what's gotten myself and a bunch of other creators really excited there. So one of the big things, and you can see me kind of doing it over and over there, that is the big draw for the builder and everything, the builder tool set there, is the scalability option for basically everything in the game. And when we say everything, we basically mean everything. So as you can see, these rocks here, you start off with a just certain little bit of rock preface there, then you kind of take them, stretch them out, mold them however you need it to be. There is a max and a minimum to how big and small they can get. Like, you can't make it like Ant-Man where it keeps like getting smaller and smaller until it turns into nothing kind of thing. But so there is that, but I mean the limit is ginormous. These rocks that we're putting there, you can't really get a sense for the scale at the moment, but these rocks that I'm making here with the scalability, they are huge. I mean, there's a few trees next to it so you can kind of see, but they are huge there, so it is really easy to in a very short amount of time. This took about an hour, and that was with me kind of dinking around watching Dan Wolf's stream there as he was playing Prehistoric Kingdom as well, and kind of talking to other people on Discord and stuff. There's a lot of editing that you don't see going on here, but yeah, even with me kind of dinking around and just doing whatever there, it only took about an hour and a half to get this entire habitat that we're doing today. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned that. I'm sure the title gave it away, but yeah, we're doing a T-Rex habitat. I wanted to get that done right away. That was kind of my big plan, was to first do the streaming, which I streamed it right when the game released there. We had a fun time kind of dinking around with all the fun new tool sets and stuff, but that was fun. And then yeah, kind of came in and wanted to solo record here a quick T-Rex habitat. And I don't know if this is going to turn into like a whole park or anything like that, or whole zoo. Now, do we call these parks or zoos with dinosaurs? No, I'm almost inclined to call them parks, but I guess they are zoos, right? Because they're holding animals, even though the animals are extinct and stuff like that. So I don't know, park or zoo. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to, I don't know if this is going to turn into a whole park or zoo there, but it is really fun just kind of jump in and get the, like I've been saying, just kind of get the tool sets down, kind of mess with the different capabilities we have in game. And here we go, finally getting the dinos in there. And there they are, there are the dinosaurs there. We'll probably jump in afterwards and get a quick little look here at everything in real time, because I know we're kind of flying by. It's a brand new game. Those of you that weren't able to catch the live stream or see this at all, want you to be able to see the game kind of in action, not in a time-lapse kind of thing there. So, but yeah, so here we go, starting to mess with the path system. And here's the only bit that I'm really not stoked about so far, is really the path system. And this is just kind of a lot of these type of games kind of use this type of pathing. This is kind of similar to the Planet series games, pathing and stuff like that, but it's it's okay. It'll just take a little bit of time to kind of get used to it. But out of everything, I guess, if like my only quote-unquote gripe so far in the alpha, and I do need to stress, this is very much an alpha there, so a lot of what you're going to see here is going to be changing, whether or not drastically, just probably overall it'll be changing as time goes on there. But yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of giving me a bummer right now, is the pathing. I just haven't really wrapped my head around it too much. So but here we go, keeping in tune with these scalability options. We are now in the wall sets, and something that's really cool about this, if you're noticing, the walls, we just have a blank wall set. And now if you're familiar with the Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, those kind of games, you'll know that those games, they give us different wall sets, like a brick wall set, a metal wall set, a wood wall set. This game does it differently and way better. We'll just put it that way. Way mo better. Where it gives you the option to, just gives you the wall set, and then it gives you a texture overlay to put over top of it. So you just click on the wall and you say, hey, you know, that looks good as concrete, but I want this little bit here to actually be glass, or I actually want this little section to be wood or something like that. So it's not going in and having to delete the wall, go back and find the wall that you want and then put it back. It's just, no, you have a wall there and you can just replace the texture willy-nilly. There's no need for all these millions of wall sets and stuff like that. You just have the texture, and the same thing with the rocks. As you can see, there's always a texture set that comes up, and same thing with the rocks there. So the rocks, you can kind of click on some and be like, you know, that gray looks pretty good, but what if we change it real quick over to this, you know? And it's just so much easier than having to go through a menu, scroll down, find like the tropic rock or the deciduous rock or whatever. It's so much easier just to click on it and say, okay, no, actually I need you to be brown. And that's just kind of the theme of this game, is just, it's not restrictive. It doesn't feel very restrictive at all. It's like, if you want to do that, okay. All right, let's do that. We're not going to make it hard for you to do that. Let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, if you are a builder of any sort there, or been kind of tinkering, wanting to get into the building aspect, maybe certain other games were just a little bit, I don't know, tough or just not as handy to kind of get into, I can pretty much safely say that this game is really accessible for probably a wide audience there to quickly make amazing landscapes. A lot of the just screenshots and quick videos I saw from the first day yesterday, it was just amazing what people are already making, and you know, it's nothing against anyone. It's the first day, we're just still trying to figure stuff out, but a lot of what we're seeing is very basic, and we're still trying to get our heads around what's kind of going on here with the whole thing. So yeah, if this is what we're going to get out of like really basic builds and like the first few hours builds, I can't wait to see what we get in the eventual alpha and all that kind of fun stuff there. But overall, we are starting to kind of come to the end of the time lapse, I believe. I think it just has a few minutes left, so I'm going to let you go ahead and hang out and see me foliage it up. We're going to be using the new terrain brush there, which is amazing. The terrain brush is just like, it's basically, you can select plants that you want, and then the terrain brush will paint those specific plants in an area. So there's the option to do modular trees, and then this paint tree brush thing. You'll see me kind of messing with it there. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, and we'll be back in just a few minutes in the real time. We'll kind of take a quick look at this habitat and probably show off a few of the other kind of fun tools and stuff kind of in real time there. So yeah, cool. We will see you all in just a few minutes. y'all? Welcome to the T-Rex habitat here. We'll talk about perfect timing. Holy cow. But yeah, here's our two big girls and boys here. We have the, let's get back out here. We have Chaska, the male T-Rex there, and then the female Binya. So there you go with the two T-Rexes there. Let's get the UI out of the way again. But yeah, here is the big mountain habitat that I have built up there from the time-lapse and stuff there. So yeah, no, just really wanted to kind of get my hands on the scaling tool and get that kind of under wraps there. So building this big mountain up there really helped that. But yeah, this was a ton of fun to pop this out there. And again, relatively quickly, right? Not too long to kind of get this all going there. And I just think it looks so good. But yeah, again, a big shout out to the terrain brush there, because kind of, you know, in other games where you have to kind of place each of these things kind of by hand, that would take a long time to kind of put all the bushes down and the trees and stuff. But yeah, having that little brush there just helps out immensely to kind of cover a huge area there. So, and then this little part back here, I didn't really talk about it, but this is like a little, I guess, backstage, quote unquote, or at least the start of a backstage area. I kind of thought it'd be fun to move the big animal sanctuary building. Let's see, what is this thing called? The animal nursery, rather, that we kind of just plop down. These are under our park infrastructure, and you can just plop down the nursery there. There's that, but there's also, like I was saying before, there's the modular build tool as well. So you kind of have a mixture of both there. And here's just an example of the switching the textures out that I was talking about. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I kind of thought it'd be fun with the nursery to have like the paddock facing this way, making it look like they kind of exit out through this way. Now, the thing with the dinosaurs is we'll kind of run into this real quick with the animal care, or I'm sorry, the Open Genetics Lab, is when we produce one. So let's say we want to produce a new one here. Here you can choose the different textures for them. So right now we have the Brumal for our T-Rexes, but let's say we want to make another one that's looking like the Leatherhide. Sure, there we go. So we're going to breed one male. There it goes. It's building the male up there, or reproducing the male. And then once it's done, you don't have to have like an official building attached to it. You can just kind of release it like this. We can just kind of place the animal where we would like to. So if I want to put it, you know, right onto here, boom, there it is. There it is. You just kind of place it down. And now we have pretty awesome shot, actually. Let's pause it right there. That's pretty awesome looking. And if you want to kind of get into it a little bit more, you can hit F2. There you go, see the screen change. That is an official photo mode, and they give you a bunch of really cool things to mess with here. But yeah, you can kind of recognize the profile, or the thumbnail was a little bit like this right there, but yeah, you get some really cool options like this. Oh man, just look how good that looks right there. So there you go with that. But yeah, there's just a bunch of different options you can do here. I'm gonna miss a bunch of stuff and not talk about a lot of stuff, I'm sure, in this video, but as videos kind of go on, I'll keep mentioning it there. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I'll keep doing this whole thing into a park or anything like that. Kind of have it started for the beginnings of a park there with the Apado apparel there where people go in. Oh yeah, don't mind the money. I know people are going to ask about finances and management. There is no management really in the game at the moment. It's very simple, and you just kind of win when you put the building down. You kind of win, kind of thing. So don't worry about that. But we have that down, and then across from our T-Rex habitat, we have the T-Rex Cafe there. I love the details in all these buildings. Really well done with the pre-made buildings there. But then again, like I was talking about, we can go through here and also add in, our own kind of buildings there. So if we just want to, plop down something that looks a little bit similar, you can start building there. And again, the really cool thing is, we place down all of these wall sets here, and let's say, you know what, actually I want these random ones here. They actually should be glass. Well, guess what? Cool. Now they're glass. So I mean that's just amazing. I love that you can do that. And also with the scalability, we can come in here and hit V a few times. Be like, you know what? That wall right there, it just needs to be a little bit taller, maybe just a little bit wide. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. And then even with the whole thing there, we can take the whole modular group. Once you make a group together and hit V and start to do the scaling and stuff like that normally. So it's really awesome how you can kind of get everything kind of going there. I think I got our dino stuck. I think our dino is stuck there. We'll put him there. We go. They were a little bit stuck there. That's okay. So yeah, again, that is just a quick little overview of my first habitat for Prehistoric Kingdom there. And yeah, like I've been saying, I'm just now kind of getting used to the game, getting used to all the tools there. Still learning every day with new stuff and everything like that. But yeah, it's just been a real big breath of fresh air for me personally to kind of do this, to do the building and stuff like that. It's just these new tool sets are just again a breath of fresh air for myself and a bunch of other people there. So hey, if this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. We're going to be doing a bunch of fun stuff with Prehistoric Kingdom there. And also hit the like button. Helps out the video, helps out the channel a bunch. So hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. I always do appreciate it. And until the don't take a nap. Don't sleep on Prehistoric Kingdom. Definitely keep an eye out for some more of it there. But yeah, until the next episode there, y'all have a good one. Thanks so much.